Hey guys, it's Meridy. I'm back again with our third layout using our Open Skies June 2025 kits. And today I'm going to work with these two pictures of my son using the little like binocular things to look at the mountains off in the distance and the city out where we were having our staycation from the hotel walkway. I just realized this would be kind of cute to make it look like kind of like a sunrise shape. So I might use this. Okay, I've got all my things here that I haven't like necessarily pulled for a kit, a bunch of embellishments, my sequins, my pearls, my mixed media, whatnot, all in this little tray that I'm gonna put up to the side. I'll link that tray in the description of this video. I use it to store my kit supplies each month and it's really handy. I have my journaling strips, my faux journaling strips that I will show you where I'll put my journaling at the end. I've got my color swatch if you're interested in how I made this. The unboxing video is where I made that. Okay, these are my few scraps that I have so far. I don't have very many scraps, mostly branding strips. I've got my chipboard, words and phrases. Kind of really like this summertime. So I'll put that off to the side. I pulled out these stickers. I want to use them for Girl Scout and Cub Scout camp, but this one sticker right here of the mountains, I think could kind of look cool with this if it ends up vibing with the rest of this layout. So I pulled that out as well. Okay, I want to use this paper. It's the one that has the thermoses on the back, but I want to use some of this side for that. And then I've got my sticker sheet here, which I have plenty of stickers to choose from in there. I've got these scraps. I've got this orange scrap. I've got this one. I kind of wonder how this would look. Like if I made it the top of my layout and this was at the bottom, if I like cut it in half. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here. So if it ended right there, I don't really like that. I don't think I'll use that one on this page. I want to make this page a little bit brighter than this, I think. So I'm going to set this up to the side to use on another layout. I've got my white paper here for the base of my layout. I really do like this orange. And then I have this striped paper, and on the back side are all of these cut aparts. Let's see. I don't think any of those go with my picture necessarily, but I really do like the stripes. And if I was gonna have to cut off a set, I think it would be this side because I don't see myself using those as much for the cut aparts as I see myself using the others. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off so that I have some striped paper to play with. Okay, let's just see. I am going to take this paper right here and I'm gonna just cut off, I think about 4 inches off the bottom. Let me measure. 4 inches would be right in the middle of this. I'm gonna cut 4.5 inches off the bottom. So this piece is going to be 4.5 inches tall. And that gives me a nice variety of the teal, the orange, the white, and the yellow, and this darker strip. So I think that works good. I'll save this to use later this month. I'm not sure how I'm going to use that yet. Maybe a little at the bottom. I kind of don't like the plaid and the stripes touching each other. Does look nice with this bright in the middle. Oh, I forgot to show you all of these goodies that I have pulled out to use on this page as well. So I have escape, explore, experience, curiosity leads to exploration, every day is a new discovery, scenic, discover, breathtaking, the little camera, a few monstera leaves, a couple frames, sunshine and blue skies, that's perfect for these pictures. another couple of frames, and discover the unknown. So I have lots of pieces that I can coordinate into this. And I really think that I want this to somehow go in like a sunrise area. So maybe if I put the pictures off center a little and that over the pictures. And I'm not thinking about leaving this whole orange paper there that tall. I'm thinking about just putting a skinny little strip of it there. So let me cut some of these things down. I'm gonna cut 1 inch of this off and put it at the bottom, across the bottom. I'm going to cut just a tiny little sliver of this paper, so like maybe a 1/2 inch. And put it next. Then I've got this paper overlapping just ever so slightly. And then, do I need this at the top again? That might look nice. With another little sliver of orange in the middle. Got my little, just looks a little too tall. I think I'll cut 1 inch off of this again. And I'll cut another 1/2 inch off of this paper. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna save these things to use on other layouts this month. This is a very basic design here that I have going on. It like that. Okay, I am going to mat these 2 pictures on white paper. And then I am gonna come in here and start adhering the bottom section of this down, but not the top, because I'm gonna do this stencil work at the top before I adhere that down. So let me just get the bottom few so that everything isn't moving around. Well, I accidentally did put it all the way down, but that's fine. I kind of want that mixed media to be up about like that, and I'm going to use, let's see, I think dried marigold. Where's my little color swatch? I'm gonna use dried marigold with a little bit of spiced marmalade on the center. So I've got my dried marigold and my spiced marmalade. I hope that's where I wanna put this. I think it is. I'll figure out these frames and whatnot afterwards. So I'm gonna start with the dried marigold, and because it's lighter anyway, I can use the same brush with both of them. And I'm gonna use it more towards the edges, but I'm not going all the way to the end here because I don't want it to look squared off. I want this to look more rounded. And I'm gonna come in with the spiced marmalade in this middle section because it's a little bit darker. Okay, that looks nice to me. Let's see how it looks with the 2 pictures. I think I'm gonna move this stencil. I'm gonna cover here where it's overlapping because I don't want to color in there. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit more here. Just so it looks like it's a complete sun ray all the way down. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, so it looks like it's touching. So to do it nicely, I cover up, I think it can go right about there. I cover up the tiniest ray of this with the tiniest end, like the tiniest ray of this one, and then this is flush against the bottom here. That's how I'm figuring out how to place it. And again, I used both colors in there, so it's that ombre look, but now it looks like a complete sun ray all the way around. I like that a lot better. So you just have to kind of use your stencil to overlap and twist and adjust. Okay, let's move on. Now, I've got my pictures and my little title, but I'm thinking I don't want my title totally covering up my little sunburst. So maybe I'm gonna move my title down here somewhere. I also have tons of these words. That I would love to use. And my little frames here that I can put backing. I'm not even sure if this one is going to match because we already have the stripes and the striped paper. It might just be way too much. Yeah, the stripes kind of fight with these stripes in the paper, so I probably won't use those. But I have like a ton. These are the ones that I really loved. So let me move these over so I don't forget about them. Because there's a ton of other little frames in here that I could totally use too. I've already used half of this one on an earlier layout this month. I really like some of these sayings. And then I've got my little leaves that I can put all around here too. Maybe I only need 3 little leaves. I really love the word scenic. I wish I could say like breathtaking scenic view. So I think I might do that. And I might write the word view with my little alphabet stamps. Let me find them. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write the word view using these alphabet stamps on a little branding strip in just a minute. I'm not gonna stamp it quite yet. Okay. Let me see if there's any other pieces in here that I might love. Maybe I need this up there. To add a little color up there. Yeah, I think so. I think I can trim this one down just a little bit. To add a little bit of color up there. Maybe I'll back it with, I'm just gonna get a little bit of this paper and back this with it. Okay, and then I think I can come in here and put those two together. So I'm gonna go off camera and start getting all of these things adhered down because there are a lot of layers that I've got going on here. And I will be back in a few minutes when I get everything adhered to see if there's any like last minute afterthought little finishing touches that I need to put on this layout. Okay guys, I've got these that I clipped off from up here. But I just don't think I need them on this layout. It's just a lot. There's already a lot of patterns and whatnot, so I'm not gonna put those on. I'm gonna trim this off. I still need to write the word view with my little alphabet stamps into little like alphabet tile letters and get that adhered right here. I am going to go off camera to do that. I did a tutorial showing exactly how to do that with these little stamps. So I will link that tutorial in the description of this video in case you want to see how I do that. But I will be right back. I think I'm going to do them on the orange branding strip because I think it will stand out nicely. Yeah, I'm going to do that on the orange branding strip. So I will be back in just a minute when I have the word view ready to go. Okay guys, while I'm putting this down, I will just do a little bit of chatting here at the end of my video. If you enjoyed my process video today, you might want to subscribe to Not Just for Boys YouTube channel because I try to put out about 8 process videos a month using our current month's kit. So I just work all the way through a kit showing how to use it up. If you love our kits, we have a subscription option. You can subscribe and just receive a kit in the mail once a month automatically. But if you do not want to subscribe, you can also simply shop our website and just pick up whatever you want whenever you want. You don't have to subscribe as long as there's kits left in stock. Sometimes once they do sell out though, they're gone. We do not restock any of our kits. Let's see what else. If you were inspired by this layout today, whether it is to use your Open Skies kit and recreate this exact same layout with the exact same pieces that I did, like that's why I told you all the measurements and everything, or maybe you were just inspired to pull out your Open Skies kit and work with it, or maybe you were inspired to dig things out of your stash and recreate this layout using things you already have in your stash. We would love to see whatever you made on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group, and I will link that in the description of this video as well. Other than that, guys, I think that's it. Oh, my journaling, I probably will put in this area. That just represents my journaling strips. I type my journaling out on the computer, print it out, and cut it apart in strips and place it on my layout. But that is just what I use to show you in my videos because I don't journal and post all that journaling on the internet. Oh, I totally forgot about this little mountain sticker, and I feel like it is way last minute to throw this in there, so I guess I am not using that little sticker on this layout. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in a couple of days with my next layout. Okay, bye.